What's up, Blade fam? Today we're going to be playing in the air and we are going to be learning how to do a mute grab. I'm also going to do mute 180 and show you guys the possibilities of air timing or grab timing in 360s and 540s, but the tutorial itself will be around mute grab. Without further ado, let's get into it. Real quick, before we get the skates on, let's just figure out what this grab looks like. We're going to go ahead and take a seat on the ground, and we're going to just bring our feet to our side here, and we're grabbing the opposite foot. So if you're reaching with your right hand, you're going to be grabbing with your left foot. Notice that the feet are up fairly high. I was told that this trick really is about getting your feet above your hips or your butt. So if it's kind of like down here, it's not as tweaked out as up here. It's something you can play with and work on as you develop the mute grab. So the other way, if you're going to do it landing left, you're going to grab, reaching with the left hand, grabbing the right foot. Same thing again, try and get these feet up and over, kind of over this hip line. It's a little easier to perform that if you're on a verted quarter or a kicker box, because that inverted part of the ramp is going to help project your feet up. Doing it off of a bank or something like a staircase is a little more difficult because you don't have that verted part. I know that was a quick rundown, but let's go ahead and get the skates on and see what else we can learn. So some of the key points are going to be mentioned in my other video on how to jump with style. It talks about how to project yourself up in the air properly, the peak of the jump, and from there we're picking up into this video. So if you've got how to jump, you're ready for this. Find something that you feel comfortable with. We're going to pick this little slant here, kind of like a beginner level of dropping in and getting a little ramp out that way. First, take a couple jumps at it. So you're going to drop in, or in this case we're dropping in, skate across, you're going to hit this upside. We're just going to jump like I did in the jump with style video, doing a little shifty with the knees. So what that shifty does is it teaches you the air control and timing. Most ideally, we would like to grab the trick at the peak of your air. So getting this shifty or understanding how to find that peak in the air is very important. Now we're going to do the grab. I'm going to do a straight mute, show you guys the landing for that, and then we'll move on to mute 180. I want you to take notice of two things that are happening when I do this grab. One, this hand goes out in this direction, and this hand counters that and swoops up the legs in this direction. So as you're approaching into this grab, you're going up, boom. All right, it's kind of like reaching over and just grabbing the back of your feet, or grabbing the opposite foot. So you're reaching over, this hand goes up, this hand goes over, grabs that opposite foot, kind of pulls up as much as you can, and then exit. Put your feet down straight, stomp your landing. And it's important that when you're doing air tricks to kind of own the space that you're in. Don't let your skates get away from you. That's kind of what leads to falls, is when you stomp, your skates get out from underneath you, or you buckle down and forward. Kind of things to be aware of. So we have the straight mute. Now when you do a mute 180, you can play with the way you do this grab. You can throw the mute into the direction that you're going, like this. Or you can throw the mute and then 180. Oh my God. So I've never done that one ever before. I always go into the 180. I notice Damon Franklin is somebody that throws it that way. That way's a little tricky. Let me go again. Let's see if I can figure it out. Oh my God. Yeah, that way's not working for me. Let me know what you guys think, or try it out. I prefer it the other way. It's a little bit more spotted and controlled. So let's play with the timing on other rotations with the mute grab. I'm going to go ahead and do a 360 mute and then a 540 mute. So with the mute 360 or the mute 540, it's really just playing with that pop and air control, having that timing on where you want to pull your grab. You can grab them early, you can grab them mid, and of course you can grab them late. So play with the options as you develop this grab. So most of the mute grabs that I've done today were my natural way, and since you're here learning something new, I'm gonna go ahead and try it my unnatural way. Let's give it a shot. Hey guys, I hope you had a good time following along with this tutorial. Some key notes to remember is how to project yourself up into the air, get those legs up nice and high, suck your knees up, get that extension and come back down. Remember, you can play with what side of or what shoulder you're landing on, whether that's going to be going right or turning all the way to the illusion side or the blind side of the rotation. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up and a comment below about your guys' process while learning this. If you'd like to share your clips with our Blade community, hashtag What's Up Blade Fam on Instagram, and I will share your mute grabs on my story. All right guys, thanks. Till next time, keep the blade alive. Aloha.